salmon and eggs with toast. Love it.
Want any salt?
Yes, please. Look at Emma sat at the table, right nice.
I prefer it because I'm not, especially when you've got cause I've gone away with the normal plates, got plastic plates, and so when they're sliding, it's like, and especially with eggs, they just slide about, don't they? So it's easier to sit here and do it here.
I'm just gonna have mine on my knee.
Yeah, I say you can sit there as well. There's space.
I'm just gonna sit here, Daisy. Have mine. This looks absolutely delicious, doesn't it? You can't have any. Yummy. Salmon and eggs, absolutely divine. But we've made an amateur mistake. We've only got enough water, a tiny bit of water for a brew in the morning, which means we haven't got enough water to wash up, so that's not going to have to wait till tomorrow.
Let's sort out my thing, don't I?
Yeah, your water tank thing.
Water tank, because it really is too difficult to do without that. We're making a few amateur mistakes tonight, Reese.
Why?
Well, because I've just rubbed muck all over my pants. We've let Lenny go out twice. Not paying any attention to him.
I know. Poor Lenny.
Right, well, never mind. Now it's time for a brew, I think.
Another day, another brew. Ah, Daisy, your eggs are on the floor.
You want your eggs, don't you?
Hang on, sweet.
Do you want Daddy to pass you them up, or you want to get down?
You want to get down, don't you? Come on then, do you want your eggs? Don't bite
some
me.
eggs?
Don't
Good
bite
girl. Don't bite me, don't bite me.
Go on then, go get your eggs. She loves eggs.
Your training of her is horrendous.
No, I just plead with her. Please
don't bite me.
Please don't bite me, Daisy. Right, brew time. Do you want a brew, Emma?
Yes, please. So where is it we're actually heading?
Oh.
Where is it we're going to be going in Scotland?
I don't know, because, do you know what I think we should do? I think we should probably, I don't want to do the NC 500.
No.
Because it's just like a route. I know the NC 500 is epic, but
well, I was thinking we could go and do
don't want to
that.
follow just a route.
What we did before, do you know, years ago, do you know when we first ever did Romany Pirates and we went up and we did all that, whatever it was. What did we do? When we sat in that square thing and we did that with his hands.
Oh, the Cairngorms.
Yeah, we could do a bit of that.
I basically want to see as much of Scotland as we possibly can. And I think, do you know what I think we should do? I think we should probably ask a local where to go and then go there and then ask a local where to go and let them send us around Scotland.
There's not much consultation being on that thought process,
No,
has there, Reece?
none. I think it'll be epic.
That's just something that's gone through your head with no consultation.
You'll love it. You will. I think I just don't want to do like a fixed route. I like to be free like a badger.
We'll keep that as a mind thought for now and see. Just keep that as a mind thought, Reece. Some of those things, we've discussed this before, are mind thoughts. They're not outward thoughts.
I know, it's what goes on in my head.
You could end up being sent absolutely anywhere and everywhere.
I know, but that's why it's funny.
You haven't thought that through, have you, really?
Not really.
No.
I never think anything through.
No.
Do I?
And then goodness knows
and I need to learn. I need to think about the finances.
You could meet anybody. Anything could happen.
What do you mean?
Well, you're just going up asking random strangers to send you in directions.
I'll just use my wits.
I'll meet somebody who's a mass murderer that says, yeah, you want to go into this field
Take a left
over there. They'll be waiting for you.
You want to get back up now?
Ah. You want
Come
to
on
come back up here?
I have to plead with her every time I pick her up.
Right, you ready?
Don't
Where's
bite
your
me.
blanket?
Oh! See what I mean?
Because you're doing that, because you plead with her. You need to grab her nose and say no when she does that.
No. Do you want to get up there? Do you want to get on there? Please.
Come on. Come here. Don't you dare.
Little grumpy potato.
It's because she knows she can with you. It's because she knows. She's just laughing. Yeah. She's like, ha, I can do what I want to my day. This is a life in our van, is just like going round, isn't it, and getting bitten.
You naughty Daisy.
Did a pleading with you not to bite him? Or you'll just go around biting him. You haven't to bite, it's
Gretel,
naughty.
you
What have
think
we
you're
told
done?
you?
She don't whistle, does she now? You've just got to guess. Yeah, she's properly cooked. She's on fire.
I had her turned against the wall the other day, Gretel.
Did
she,
you?
She wet out wall.
She would have liked that.
You know. I really like these new little lights we've got in here, you know. It feels really cosy.
I know, they are nice.
The only thing is I can't have one of my candles over the top of Lenny or it just melts it, even though it's electrical. Still melts it. So that's been a bit of something I haven't thought about. I wonder if we could get a candle made. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, like these electrical ones I've got, these battery powered ones. If we could get one made exactly like that, but in like a metal or something, because then I could have it on there above Lenny and it won't melt, because these actually do have proper wax on the outside of them. And so I was stood with Lenny on other week and I heard this drop. I turned round and there was wax everywhere, all over the top of Lenny, all on the floor, and it had just melted it, even though I didn't know it had wax on it because it's electrical. Maybe we can get like a metal one done, something like that. Get a metal one made. I do like these though. They feel really nice. They feel right cosy. Let me turn that back one off.
So this, you've put me in darkness.
I know, because I want to
it's like a disco,
look
everybody.
it's right cosy. It's really cosy. Feels nice.
I'm going to start singing Everybody Go Kung Fu Fighting then. Everybody go Kung Fu Fighting, fast as lightning.
You're going to get a strike.
What, for singing a song?
Yeah.
No singing on YouTube.
Singing this song.
No singing on YouTube. So yeah, we thought this episode's just a bit of a fly on the wall. Like, what do we get up to in between travelling? This basically, normal life, normal living, going to the supermarket. We've run out of water, as I say, so we need to go get some water because we need to wash up. It's just everyday life. But we are going to go to Scotland and we're going to spend a considerable amount of time in Scotland. But yeah, this is just everyday life in between travel.
But
and
more
we thought,
epic.
But more epic. But this is what it looks like.
Way more epic.
This is what it looks like. But we thought we'd discuss a little bit because somebody said on the comments, and I thought it was a really good question of the day, about the differences between van dwelling and van travelling. And there is a difference. And so we thought, yeah, that's not a bad topic, that. So we're just going to have a bit of a chat amongst ourselves about that.
What do you think is the difference, Reece? What do you think is the difference?
Hang on, let me get my brew.
Are you going to bring that box down to sit down here? Or are you going to make me move? You're going to make me move, aren't you?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
I do, actually. Because I want to put my feet on something.
What are you talking about? How am I going to do that now?
Well, you weren't listening.
Oh, God, I know. The things I do for you, honestly. Right.
So you've got yourself in the right position.
I know, because I'm trying to move the tripod around to get your box through.
It's got handles on both sides, so you can just lift it up. That's it.
You want it there?
Wherever, as long as I can sit somewhere.
Is that all right for you?
I think so. Where are you sitting?
Anywhere. I'm not bothered where I sit, Emma. I don't care.
Well, if I sit there then... Hang on.
Oh, no.
No,
Right.
This has got way too complicated.
I know. It's got complicated fast, hasn't it, this?
Really fast. There's too much thought process, Reece, for this.
Where are you going to sit,
Right.
then?
I'm going to sit right here like that, and then you can sit there.
Right.
Where
Lovely.
is this at? Oh, that's nice. That's actually better than sitting that way.
Why?
I don't know. I suppose because you're facing Lenny, aren't you?
Yeah. What did you ask me? What question did you ask
now.
me? The difference between van dwelling and van travelling. I think the way we do it, because like you've got people in Bristol, haven't you, that are like they're dwelling in vans because of house prices or their personal circumstances, like for whatever reason.
Yeah, because house
they're
prices
in one
is
place.
there is like a crisis with that, isn't there? So obviously some people do that to save money, don't they? In long, you know. But what we do is not really that, is it?
No, which
You
is,
know what I
I
mean?
think, why I don't like labels, because I think if you were to label us, we travel in a van, like, as where...
You don't even like van life
I
term,
don't
do you
even like
really?
van life as a term,
I
no.
don't mind that term.
I only use it because people kind of go, they instantly go, oh yeah, I know what you mean when you say van life, like an image. But sometimes, and I think that's what this guy that commented, and he said, you know, I think it'd be really good for you to explain to people like the little differences in it, because I think for a lot of people when you say van life, they instantly think, oh, you're not choosing to live in a van, it's a necessity to live in a van, and you're dwelling in one city, as where we obviously sleep, move, sleep, move, sleep, move, and we're primarily doing it for travel. And I think that probably...
And I suppose it depends what your encounter's been as to what you would presume van life is. Because I would never have presumed that van life is somebody that stays in one place and goes to work. But then if you live in Bristol and that's what you see every day, that's what you're going to presume, innit? Because that happens a lot in Bristol, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And other places as well.
And other places, yeah. And you can absolutely understand why people are doing that. Like, the house prices are extortionate. Like, a friend of mine looked the other day at renting a property and it was going to cost him 1,200.
Yeah,
a month.
that's quite common. That's quite common.
Crazy
it can pay that for
prices.
even like a 2-bedroom place. It's absolutely mad now.
So you can understand why people do it.
And people do it as well to save up to buy a property, especially young
there's lots of
people and
reasons,
stuff,
isn't
you
there?
know, to be able to cut out what they're spending and save up to buy. And then you've got people that are travelling on the road and working like... See, yeah, I was watching a lady the other day was like, does dreadlocks and stuff. And she were travelling on the road, going up and down the country doing people's dreadlocks, which were quite a good job, I thought, like mobile hairdressers and stuff like that.
That's a good idea.
She were going, obviously, like dreadlocks, it's hard to find somebody to do them, so she were going up and down the country doing people's dreads. So that dictated where she went and what she did. So she wasn't really doing it like we do it, where we do it for travel and we go where we want to go. She were going where she had to go for work, but it still wasn't the same as dwelling, if you know what I mean. So it's like there's so many different layers to it, isn't there?
And there's so many reasons why people do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean, you find it a lot in Glastonbury. That people are so lovely as well, like in Glastonbury. Like, we know a lot of people down there that kind of dwell in vans in Glastonbury.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of the same. Like, they want to be in Glastonbury, and so they'll live in caravans, vans, whatever.
Some people like tiny house living almost, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then it's like a house because you're staying in the same place.
And again, you can break that down, can't you? To some of them will be choosing to do that, and some of them won't have a choice but to do that. And so, yeah, the way we do it is different, I think. And I think the thing is, like, a lot of YouTubers are choosing to travel. I've said this before, and we're choosing to travel in a van. We're choosing this way of life, and that's why van life is. When you say van life, it kind of covers a multitude of different people and reasons, and that's why I don't like labels.
No.
You know, because everybody's doing it for different reasons.
And you can't presume that somebody's doing it for one reason or another. You know, there are people that are families these days as well that are choosing to do it because they don't want the children in regular schooling.
Yeah.
And so they're choosing to homeschool, and part of their homeschooling is taking them around the world and showing them different places. And
That's
you know,
an epic education, isn't
yeah.
it? That?
And so it's all, everybody's really different, aren't they? You know, some people take the kids off grid and teach them at home and that type of thing. Other people are taking them in across the country and teaching them on the road and
across the world. Like, what better way to learn about ancient Egypt than to spend some time in Egypt?
Yeah.
Like, all that kind of stuff is good, isn't it? So yeah, people are doing it for different reasons, but
and therefore people enjoy it differently as well, don't they? If you've chosen that lifestyle, or if you've ended up in that lifestyle and you've just ended up where you love it, but then I think if you desperately would, if all you want to do is to be able to live in a house and you can't afford to, then that's going to be a very different experience, isn't it? Being in a van. So I think people's enjoyment of it is going to be different because that'll be slightly dictated by how they ended up in that situation.
Somebody said as well on the comments the other day that I thought were interesting. I didn't tell you about this. That if you were a millionaire, would you still do van life? But the way they worded it, they weren't rude or anything. It was a really interesting comment, and they basically said, I don't think the majority of van lifers, in inverted brackets, would do van life if they were millionaires. And I commented back and I went, I absolutely would.
I would.
You know, it's like we're not rich, like we haven't got much money, but we're in a position where we can choose this life, And so, yeah, no amount of money would stop me from living like this. I'd live like this no matter what. And again, like, we're going down a whole thing of money here, aren't we? But somebody once said to me, if I offered you £1 million, would you take it? And I was like, yeah, because I'd be daft not to. And he said, yeah. He said, but if I offer you £1 million and tell you you've only got 24 hours to live, if you accept it, would you take it? And of course you say no.
No.
Therefore, every single 24 hours is worth more than £1 million.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't,
Of your
you
life,
wouldn't
yeah.
trade it.
Yeah, because you wouldn't trade it.
And
That's
so,
a good point,
to me, freedom is the ultimate. It's the ultimate. Nothing tops it. Not even £1 million.
It'd be nice to have it, but...
It'd be lovely
yeah.
if anybody's got £1 million out there and
Fancy
wants to send
donating
me,
it.
send it my way.
PayPal
Send it
links
my
in
way.
comment.
I'd buy McVitie's. I'd buy McVitie's factory. Unlimited
factory?
Unlimited custard creams, Emma.
I would dread to think what you'd do with £1 million, to be honest. I think we're quite dangerous when it comes to having money. I think
know.
anybody in society is quite dangerous when it comes to having money. I think it's better if you just don't have much of it.
I'd give a lot to charity. I know I'd give a lot to
Yeah,
charity.
I think we'd do a lot of work with
Oh,
people,
yeah,
wouldn't we?
definitely. I'd
I
start...
wouldn't change doing van life, though.
Nah, but the van would remain. I wouldn't even buy a new van.
I don't know, I might do.
No, you won't, Emma.
Yeah,
Well, you can have the new
no,
one and
I
I'll
might
keep
do.
Romanic. I'm not getting rid
I
of it.
might do, just because I would like to be able to have that bit more space. That would be my dream, is to have a bit more space. Like, and, you know, have an indoor shower, toilet cubicle, all that sort of thing. So I might do in that sense. I might do.
This is your privilege. This is our random night. We talk about all sorts. Like every night we talk about something different. And so you're just like a fly. It's like a fly on the wall. Like just like roll the camera. We'll just our usual deep.
I was just going to ask you
conversations.
before you said that. What pet would you buy if you had £1 million?
Who?
What pet?
A parrot, obviously.
Like if you could just pick any pet whatsoever, what would it be with £1 million?
A parrot.
In a van?
Yeah.
Well, it would just fly off, wouldn't
No,
it?
but Emma, I've been watching YouTube videos on them, and you can train parrots. So you can fly them, they're free fly, and then you can call them back.
And it comes back
And
to
it
you.
comes back to you.
I'm not having a parrot though. You'd have to like divorce me if you're going to get a parrot. I don't like birds.
No, I mean in a different life. Wasn't that the question?
No, the question was, if you had £1 million tomorrow, what animal would you buy?
Probably another potato. Don't listen, Daisy. I'm only kidding.
Oh, I'd be mean to you.
If I had £1 million, what animal would I buy?
Yeah.
Well, you can only really have a cat or a dog in a van, can't you?
No, you can't. You could have anything. You could have an armadillo. What do they call them? Armadillos. You could have an armadillo.
Yeah, but it's going to rock around in back, Emma.
You could have a frog.
Explorers have got gerbils.
You could have a monkey. They've not got gerbils. They've got hamsters.
Whatever it is, same thing.
You could have a monkey.
I could have a monkey.
That'd be a good
My
one to
my
have.
Uncle Derek used to have monkeys, like way back. I'm sure he had a pet monkey. I might be wrong on
You
that.
could get a fish, or tropical fish, but they'd swish about a lot in van, wouldn't they? They'd get a bit dizzy. I think that'd be a bit mean, really.
See what I mean, though? We just talk rubbish. You talk rubbish. You.
It's quite a sensible question. I think it's quite a sensible question. You couldn't get like a ferret or anything. I couldn't get hamsters because every hamster I've ever had in my life has got out of its cage, and then you'd have to go finding it in your van. It'd be a nightmare. It'd eat all your wires. Having a hamster in a van just feels like a recipe for disaster.
Probably.
Anything that's got big teeth don't seem like a good idea to me.
I think I'm ready for bed.
Are you having an early night tonight?
Yeah.
Look at you go. Being all healthy.
I think it's going to be a bit of a short, sweet fireside Friday, this.
Oh, you feel like you're all depleted of energy, Reece.
I know.
I can
Don't know
feel
what's
it
wrong
from
with
you.
me. But,
You
yeah,
need to
so
snap out of it. No, I'm having none of this. No, I'll make you do a star jump stood on here.
You idiot. Yeah, Scotland. We're going to Scotland. Are you looking forward to
I
Scotland?
am looking
or not,
forward
Emma?
to
'Cause
I
if you're not,
am.
just be honest with everybody.
No, I am really looking forward to going to Scotland, but only if you cheer up.
I can't wait. Scotland
You're all
is just
like
epic.
depleted.
So that's the thing about how we travel in a van. Like you get to see a lot of places and a lot of countries, you know, and we've done different countries individually as well, like in the past. And, you know, so I've done like Canada, South Africa, America.
Stop showing off.
No, but I have. I mean,
Nobody
it puts it in context.
cares.
It puts it in context.
Nobody cares.
Emma's done Turkey and
Nobody's
Lanzarote.
interested.
And and then together we've done Switzerland, Italy, Belgium, Germany, France, Spain, Portugal, etc., etc. And so Scotland, to put it into context, I always think things need
Context.
context.
Context is an
And-
important factor.
we're going to Scotland and we're going to spend quite a bit of time in Scotland because it is one of the most epic, if not the most epic country in the world. It's like Liverpool on a country scale, is Scotland.
I'm not sure I'd be able to go as far as to say it's the most epic country.
I don't know.
I think it's epic, but the most epic.
I think when it's on a
I
roll,
think that's
Scotland,
stretching it.
when it really tries, you think back to Switzerland.
No matter what you do, it's going to be cold.
You're getting on my nerves, you.
So it can't be the most epic, can it, if it's going to be cold? You think about being up in them mountains in now I'm thinking Armadillo and Armadillo in Spain, where it's like you've got all them epic mountains around you, and you've got that hot spring outside, and it's like 40 degrees.
So what?
It can't beat that, can it?
It's like being sat in front of little Lenny.
Exactly.
It's too hot.
Can't beat that, Reese. Can't beat that warmth. But I do think Scotland is absolutely epic.
It's absolutely epic. Like, it absolutely deserves that title of epic, and then it deserves those two words to then be combined into absolutely epic, because it is. No, it does. It just blows your mind. Like, so what we're gonna do hopefully this time is see more of it, because we've only kind of we've done Cairngorms before, haven't we? Where I spent an entire episode calling it Cairngorms, but we've done. I
really enjoyed that. That was really nice, though.
Which is just epic. And we've done a lot of Loch Lomond. We've done a lot of Galloway Forest, and we've been kind of up as far as just before Fort William before, and then I've been to Inverness. But yes, you've been to Inverness as well. I can't remember if I did that with my friend, but you've been to Inverness.
Have I?
Yeah, it's when we did Jurassic Coast and Cornwall, and we did Devon, and then we came along to Bournemouth, and you cried your eyes out because we were leaving Bournemouth.
Oh, yeah.
Because you loved it that much.
I didn't like leaving Bournemouth.
You loved it, didn't you? And then I said, oh, why don't we go to Inverness? And so that night, we just packed the van up, and I drove through the night all the way to Inverness. So you have been to Inverness?
I don't remember. But I do remember.
That's why we film YouTube, because Emma don't remember anything.
I do remember that one where we sat in the box.
That were the Cairngorms, yeah.
That I really enjoyed that. I remember really enjoying that.
We laughed, didn't we, that day?
That whole trip was just laughs, wasn't it? What was that one? Was that the same trip where the police let us stay on Balmoral?
Yeah.
That was so good. That.
When we rolled up at Balmoral, and this copper went. They were really interested in the van and stuff. And I think we just got Romany. It was like episode 1 or episode 2 of Romany Pirates, and he says, you can park here on Balmoral, like on the site. And I was like, can we? I'm like, yeah, no problem whatsoever. He said, you'll have armed guards around you and what have you. He said, but they won't bother you. Like, I'll explain to you. He got on radio and explained to him what was happening. It was the most bizarre, surreal thing.
And we were allowed to park on the grounds of Balmoral.
It was crazy good.
I were on edge a bit all night, though, just in case they didn't pass the message on properly to next shift.
Yeah. Who are you? Who are you?
But it was so nice, that one. And that whole trip was just a laugh.
Anyway, silly sausage.
What
do you think the difference is between van travel and van dwelling?
I do think it's quite straightforward. I do think it's, you're living in it in one spot, or you're moving around in terms of those two phrases. But I do think there's a lot of in between as well. That's my point. Is that there's not just living in a van in a place where you go to work every day and you move around a mile radius or whatever, or even stay in the same spot. That's one thing, like, dwelling. And then obviously travelling is where you're moving about. But there is in between, there's people that travel because they want to travel, they want to go to different places, they want to explore, they've got no kind of schedule as to where they're going and why they're going, which is what we do basically. And then you've got other people that are doing it because they have to, your mobile mechanics, you get a lot of them that are in vans and stuff. They have to go up to top end of country to go fix somebody's car, and then they're coming back down to do something else. And so they're getting directed in their travel.
And
so
I think, as well, another category that I've just thought of is people that just do it on a weekend, like they just enjoy van. And that's called van life as well. So you can see how confusing it is when somebody says van life, how generic, is that the word?
Yeah, because it doesn't...
Broad?
Yeah.
How broad in a sense that word actually is. It covers so many things. But a lot of people get upset about it. They're like, oh, you're not doing van life unless you're living full-time in a van because you have to. And I get that. I do get that side of it. But I do also think it's a broader sense of the word of people that just enjoy spending time in vans.
And you have people, you know, there's
Love
nomadic
vans.
life and stuff like that as well, isn't there? You know, being classed as nomads and
I prefer that word.
new age hippies and all that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
new
You know,
age travellers as well.
there's
like-
all sorts of different terminologies, and I don't understand why we're really obsessed with terms, to
No.
be honest with you.
I prefer nomad because I think nomad covers everybody.
Yeah.
Like you just enjoy nomadic life because that then brings in the narrowboat people, and you know, like
I prefer new age
people
hippie
that love
'cause
living on canals.
that covers me more.
Oh,
New age hippies,
you are a bit
I
like a
prefer
new age-
that.
You would have been great as a new age traveller.
Yeah, I think that suits me better because it's my motivation for doing something is quite different. You know, like being in a van for me, like is very, I don't know, just like freeing. It's about that sense of freedom inside yourself. It's about that, isn't it?
It's about the freedom.
And so it's not just about
And
we're
that's what's-
traveling a van because we're like you get a lot on YouTube and on Instagram and stuff, don't you? You've obviously, like, you know, you've got young people coming up to traveling, and they're doing vans out, and it's all IKEA, and you know, and there's no wrong in that. They're
No.
loving it, and they're going off and they're traveling, which is brilliant, exploring.
They do tend to make it look like this ideal.
But that is
crisp,
very
clean-
different, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is very different. You know, taking off to a trip to America on a trip because you're going, which is epic, it's brilliant. But that's very different going and doing that for 6 months, which would be classed as being a van lifer. So what
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, that's very, so
100%,
there's so
yeah.
many different
Yeah,
types,
absolutely,
you
yeah.
know, which is why I don't think it's. I understand the term and we use it a lot, don't we? Because people understand it, but
Yeah.
it's not.
What upsets me
cover-
is when people don't feel like they're part of the community. Like maybe somebody's got a van and they absolutely love it and they love going off on a weekend. And I've heard so many people say, "Oh, I'm not really part of the community," and you absolutely are. If
Yeah.
that's you absolutely are
Yeah.
part of this community. You know, you enjoy. You don't have to be a nomad even. You can just enjoy that element of life.
We're
you
all
know?
doing it for different
Yeah,
reasons.
that's the point.
We're all doing it for different reasons. You know, some people have really stressful, high-powered jobs and they're working all week and they're getting off on a weekend to just escape that. Do you know? We're all doing it for different reasons, and therefore we'll all have different things in common or differences between us. You know, and I think you just kind of. I suppose for me, I think there is like a difference in terms of where your head's at and where your heart's at. It's not necessarily whether you're doing it full time, part time, whatever. It doesn't really make a difference to me. But I think there is a difference in where your head's at and your heart's at in terms of how you travel, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know,
definitely.
I think you tend to attract together with other people that are similar to you when you're out on the road as well. You know, because you do obviously get, you know, you're not there's anything wrong with it, but you get all different walks of life that do it, don't you? You get people that have got a hell of a lot of money, that have got,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
they still do it, yeah.
massive, you know, vans, motorhomes, whatever, that are out on the road, and they're still going off and doing it. But you tend to then have a different mindset. You've got a different outlook a lot of the time.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I think you're trapped.
I'm not sure because when we were in Spain, I met this guy, and I met this guy at this park. We were just in a car park in Montreal, I think, and I got out and he were in like must have been £80,000 plus motorhome, like it were insanely good. And he got out and he didn't look like us, if you know what I mean. Like he had perfect haircut and really what looked like expensive clothes, but one of the most nicest guys I've had the privilege of spending 10 minutes talking to, and he'd been on the road for 10 years. You know, in quite a high-powered job, but a remote job, and so sometimes people. I think my point there is sometimes people that you think.
Yeah, sometimes you
be
don't
like you
even
are
know,
like
do you?
you,
And
you know?
yeah,
He was doing it from his heart, is what I'm trying to say.
That's what I
not his
think
head.
it matters.
He
I
loved
think
the
it has to
freedom
be
of it.
coming from the heart, and you know, I think you have a different. You kind of attracted. It's hard to put into words. You attract those people that think the same way as you do. Regardless of why you're doing it or whatever you want to be called, or whether
Yeah,
you're
I
living
don't like
somewhere
labels. Let's
permanently,
just
whether
get
you're
rid
on
of
road or
labels.
whatever, it don't matter. You have the same thing in your heart and you come together with those people when you're on the road. You just do, don't you? You just
Yeah.
naturally attract to those
yeah,
people,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
for whatever reason.
absolutely. On a more important note, Emma's got odd socks on.
I know.
Let me show you this.
No, I'm upset about it,
Yeah, well,
Reece.
and
No,
not
you don't.
only are they odd, they're mine.
No, one's yours.
Look at this little miss.
Do you know why?
I can't bear Reece in his odd socks.
Do you know why that's happened, though?
Why?
I'm going to tell you why that's happened.
Go on, then.
because that's my black sock, my plain black sock, and I put my other plain black sock on. It had a hole in the heel, and there's no worse than holes in socks.
Right.
And I didn't have another black sock, so then I had to nick your black sock, and that's the only one that you had that had patterns on the bottom that was black. Because then at least my ankles weren't going to be different colours in my shoes.
Daisy's nicked my seat as well. This is not going well for me tonight, is it?
So now I've
Lenny's
got
gone
odd socks
out.
on.
Look.
Oh no, Reese, get him on quick, get some more wood on. I've only just got him going.
Hang on. Handheld mode. What's the matter with him?
Look, stop filming it, you're going to make people dizzy.
Hold that, please.
I just want you to get some wood on him, quick.
Emma?
Quick.
Oh, you're in that mood tonight.
Oh, Reese. Reese, I'm going to be freezing.
You're not going to be freezing,
I
sweetheart. You're not.
I am. You can see I'm turning into a snowman as we speak.
I'm just going to use... I don't know where my glove is.
What are you doing?
I'm panicking because you're making me panic now.
Just get it quickly.
Oh, God.
It won't even be that hot.
Yeah, she says.
I just
Last
use
time
my
you said
hands.
that. Last time you said that to me, I ended up with a blister on my
Wilson's
little
not
finger.
even turning. It might pick up. They might actually go, you know.
Castle go. Go on, Lenny. Everybody shout. Go on, Lenny.
Is it going?
I don't know. Nobody move.
Oh.
Yes.
Is it picked up? Oh yes, look at that, look at that. You've just stood in front of it. We'll have that epic moment. We're about to arrive. There we go. Now you need to put a big piece on though, or it's going to go out, innit?
It's absolutely red hot in here, Emma.
No, it's not, Reese. I'm cold.
Absolutely roasting.
We spend most of our life arguing about whether we're warm or cold.
I don't even know if that piece will fit.
Everything's a task.
It's not, Emma.
It is.
Just
It's
that
because when you're in a van, you get lazy.
It's not. It's about.
It's literally like the
300
only
degrees
thing
in
you've
here.
done today.
It's like 300 degrees.
And you
it's
still.
not. I've
I'm
driven
not
from
la la
Doncaster.
la
I've driven from
la
Doncaster
la la.
or
I'm
wherever
not
I've
listening
been.
anymore. I'm not listening. I'm not listening. You're wittering. I'm not listening.
Right, you're sacked. You are sacked from Romany Pirates. You're no longer part of this team.
You won't have a cook if you do that, you know.
You're so rude, you. Right there. Happy?
Yeah, very.
Awful.
Ecstatic. Ecstatic. Over the moon. Epic. Ecstatic.
Right. We are going to Scotland. I'm going to bed first and then I'm going to Scotland. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on Tuesday. Keep writing your own story. Good night.